Hello, students. Good evening, everyone. So, we're going to start this very interesting workshop on drones very soon. So, I see participants still joining. So, let's just wait for next 2, 3 minutes and we'll be back and giving you some more insights and telling you some interesting facts about drone. So, just please hold your emotions and just keep waiting for this next 2, 3 minutes. Thank you. Hello, everyone. So now let's begin. So today it's me, Akshil Jain, and I have with me Mr. Shivam. So today we're going to guide you and show some interesting facts about what is drone, the principles with which the drone flies in the air, and the application part of the drone, right? So we all are aware that what actually drone is. You all might have seen a drone, but there is a difference that just flying the drone or using it as a toy. But we are the next generation innovators. what we should be knowing is how we can create that drone. We should be aware about the every single principle that is there behind in flying a drone, right? Why that drone is flying forward, why it's going backward, left, right, how those principles are working. So in this session, we're going to tell you all these things, and it's going to be really very fun, right? So now we'll be starting with me, I have Mr. Shivam, who will be just showing you all these things. And students, see, I know it's really very interesting, and you all are very much excited for these things. So first of all, if you have to interact, you can just drop me a text in the chat box. Other than that, you can just raise your hand. We'll keep this interactive. It won't be a one way. It's going to be really fun because we'll be having a two-way conversation. So those things will be there. And now I request Mr. Shivam to just come in, and he would be giving you some important facts, starting with what actually drone is, right? So yes, Mr. Shivam, kindly join and give students some really interesting facts about the drone.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Shivam Pandey, and I'm very much glad to have you with this conversation. And thank you so much, Akshay sir, for giving me this opportunity. And I'm a senior STEM innovation engineer from STEM Robot Technologies. And today we will be discussing about what is drone and how it came to an existence, and what will be the consequences and what will be the effects that we are going to know and we are going to discuss in the future. So starting from this, I'm going to present you a presentation. In between, we have some videos for you, very funny videos and some knowledgeable videos also that will be presenting to you to know about what is the need of drone in our life. So starting from the presentation, I'm going you to show this. So students, I request you to please not do this. This is okay. So uh, from the starting, I'm going to discuss about what is drone and what is multi-rotor. So, as you all know about, you all have heard about a word named drone. But what actually it is called as? It is called as UAV. UAV stands for Unmanned Aerial Vehicle. A vehicle that is flied in a air and which has no man to cover it, to drive it. So, how it will be driving? A question that drone. So, how it will be driving? So, it will be driving using a transmitter, using transmitter and receiver connection. Okay. So same way, the your Bluetooth device is connected successfully. Your music systems, your speakers are working. Same way, this drones are connected to the transmitters. Now we have to come about what is the early concept and how it came to an existence. So what I have done, students, that in early 1894s, what is the situation arises that a war is been a war is take place. So what the thing is that Australians want to fight with another country, and the thing is that they were using they were using the troops. So the thing happened that the troops were getting so much damage and they were getting so much loss. So they think that what should we do? We have to save our troops, and and during this we have also to attack the other country and catch their territory also. So what they have decided, they have decided to make what the thing, starting from that they are making the hot air balloons. You know hot air balloons is? Hot air balloons are the balloons which have a dome-like structure in which on the on in which we have placed a tumbler in which fire is present. So with the heat of that, the hot air balloon is flown up the air. But during this, again one problem arise. The problem arises is that what, that they were not able to cope up with, about which thing, with about their wind, because when the air pressure is so much high, the hot air balloons is come towards their territory and the troops will also get damaged. So what they think, that they have to arrange something new. So from that they have arrived, and they have given their scientists and the things were arrived, and they're going to develop the things that is drone. So I'm going to show you a video that will that will show you about what the drone is.
Don't look down, don't look round, just look to the mountains of the moon. Hey, Eureka, 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 Eureka.
Students, I know it might find you funny that what the thing is going on, but this shows you the efforts that the scientists have made to come upon the, and this is the things that they have done to came up assistance with the new technology and new upcoming tools. Okay.
Every inventor knows that to see if his idea works, he must be willing to try it and keep on trying. But the true genius is the one who gets someone else to try out his invention for him.
Had it not been for the
Okay, so students, I want you all to turn on your cameras. Okay, let's have face-to-face interaction with you because it will be more fun. Okay. Okay, so till now, can anyone tell me what you have understand from this video and what you have came up with the that what is going to be processed or what is going to be delivered from this video? Can anyone? Yes, please.
Sir, we have learned from this video how the man attempted earlier to fly and to catch, to spy on others' territory and know their secrets of attacking.
Okay.
अ, सर एक जूम मीटिंग के बारे में क्वेश्चन था मेरे को एक पूछ सकता हूँ
पूछो।
सर आपने बोला था कि 4 बजे मीटिंग शुरू होगी यस सर हेलो
स्टूडेंट्स, अभी हम ड्रोन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं तो प्लीज उस पर बात कर लेते हैं, इसके बारे में आगे डिस्कस करेंगे। ओके। So students, let's continue our presentation. We will have one-on-one question round on after this. Okay. We keep interrupting like this. So now, after seeing this, what we have came to across is that we have different types of categories of drones, and drones basically categorized on 3 types. Basically, upon the number of propellers, as you have seen in the video, they were a person who was captain with more and more flappers on the one on one. So this is like a number of propellers, and one is carrying that eagle shape like structure. So these are the early stage propellers that were developed into small ones like today's. Then we have different types of like sizes of drone. Like for example, we have that we can see in today's duration that when we are going to wedding or something like that. So we have seen a small drone is flying in that. Okay. And if we came across different videos, so you can see that some nano drones are also present, small size drones. And in military, there are large drones are used for having activities like targeting someone or using artilleries. And the third is the range of the drone. It is the most important category of the drone because the range is the main thing that depends upon the functionality of the drone. If the range of the drone is vast, so that it can be used as for delivery purpose, or as for the need time of need, when something then when the area is blocked, when no vehicle can transport, so we can use ranges of drone. We have a wide range of drone. Okay. Then come approx that based on numbers, we have basically four types of drones. The first one is tricopter. You can imagine it as helicopter. Then quadcopter is the normal drone that you can see in your market. Hexacopter is something like a drone that is used for agriculture purpose or for medical purpose. And octocopter is like a drone that is used for military purpose only and only. Okay. Now, based on sizes, we have nano drones, which are small in size. We have mini drones, which are little big than nano drones. Then we have regular size drone, and we have large drones that is used for military purpose and agricultural purpose. Now, if we came to the range, then we have very close range drone. For example, the drone which will be connected from our mobile Wi-Fi is very close range drone. Close range drone are drones which is connected through a normal single channel transmitter. Short range drone are the drones which is used for capturing videos, for using for creating video shots, for creating something like that. And mid-range drones are the drones which is used for carrying thing from one place to another for a short duration of time. And endurance drones are the drones which is used for the purpose of attacking someone, like in military, that they have to send their drones for 2 kilometers and kilometers. So they will be using compasses, GPS signals to track their drones. So these are the basically type of drones and based on range of drones. Now, if we talk about the applications, so what we can see that we can in today's time period, the drones are used for constructions, in archaeology, for precision farming and photography. So first one is construction. How a drone is useful in construction. अब तक हमारे हम जो देखते आ रहे हैं, हाउस कंस्ट्रक्शन चल ही रही है, बिल्डिंग्स बन ही रहे हैं, तो ड्रोन्स के साथ ऐसा क्या हो गया जो हम कंस्ट्रक्शन को यूज कर रहे हैं. सो व्हाट वी कैन सी दैट in today's time period, the buildings were more larger, like skyscrapers, and it is impossible for a human to climb that place, and it's risky also. So if a person may get fall down, so it will be harm to that person. So what the thing that the engineers were arrived that they have used drones. They have used drones to carry the things to that point, and at that area a person is present to fix all these things. And in archaeology, what is archaeology? First, we will understand about what is archaeology. Archaeology is the thing that studies about old time periods. Okay, so if in previous times, what the thing is done, the person he has to go inside the cave and to study this, study about what the caves, how old the caves are, and what are the materials that are present in the caves, what are the ores and minerals are in the caves, and how old the monuments or the things are present inside the caves. So it will be a life risk, because when you go inside something like cave, so there is something that lack of oxygen. Okay, so it will be more difficult for a person to survive there. So what they have came upon is that they have used drones, and we have drones use as we all know that drones have lights and cameras. So with the help of these lights and cameras, we are doing surveillance on these things. And if we came upon precision, then so that at that point where human can't reach, but a drone can reach. Okay, because it has a less space and it can travel easier in the area also. In farming, for example, if a person have a large farm, so it is not possible for a person to spread pesticides in the whole farm in one day or in less time period. So what they have used a farmer drone, a farming drone, in which a pesticide sprinklers are present. So it will be more beneficial for that. And students, I know some of you will be aware about it's called as uh, what Didi. It's something like क्या कहते हैं किसान दीदी in this प्रधानमंत्री योजना in which the what PM Modi has done. They have give drones to the women who have drone didi. It's drone didi. The what Pradhan Mantri has done, that they have given drone to them, and they have used that drone for their purpose of using as in for farming, or as in for spreading sprinklers, or as in for spreading seeds. Okay. and and photography, you all may aware about that. Photography is the most essential thing in today's scenario, that we have gone that we have seen movies in earlier time period. What the thing has done, that the aerial shoots were going through helicopters, that give life of risk for a person. So in nowadays, that thing will be done using drones, and it will be more easy and available, and the drone shots will be more in high quality. So it will be more useful. So these are the application of the drones. Now, what the main thing that we have come across is that aerodynamics principle. And what is aerodynamics, and why we are learning this? Because anything or any object which is flying in the air is based up is somehow is reacting towards the aerodynamic principle. Okay. So basically, aerodynamic principle is the principle in which the object has been allowed to stable in the air and to move in direction in which the pilot demands. So to explain this aerodynamic principle, I am going to show you a video which will make you more clear about what aerodynamic is. Okay, students. Okay. Okay, student. So see this video very clearly.
Before the first sponsoring this video. Since well before the first Wright brothers flight in 1903, and all the way to the present day, mankind has been fascinated by taking to the skies. Once thought to be impossible, heavier than air flight is only a reality because of the lift generated by aircraft wings. But lift is a complicated topic, and even to this day, engineers have lengthy debates about how it's created. So what exactly is lift? When fluid object, or an object like this plane wing, moves through a stationary fluid, the fluid exerts a force on the object, which can be split into a component acting in the same direction as the fluid flow, called drag. and a component acting perpendicular to the flow direction, called lift. When talking about lift, we're mostly interested in streamlined bodies like this airfoil, which are carefully designed to produce a lot of lift, but to minimize drag. Lift is found in airplane wings, but also in many other applications, like wind
Till
turbine
now,
blades
there are
or propeller.
three things arrive, that is drag, lift. eh. So what is drag? Drag is the thing that when an object is moving in a straight line direction and has speed, but in emergency or in speed, this a brake is applied, so it turns around. So that thing is known as what is drift. Okay, and drag is the force applied to move that thing is known as drag. And lift is what? Lift is to move that thing in upward direction. So this make you clear about what is lift, drift, and drag. Okay, let's continue over this.
Blades. They're also used in the wings of Formula One cars, which are designed to generate downforce so that corners can be taken at higher speeds.
So students, here what you can see, that the propeller of the drone is being compared with the wings of the Formula One car. Why? Because the same way the wings of the Formula One cars are arranged in the same way the propellers of drones were arranged in the upward direction, because it have to cut down the air to move in fast direction, to move towards the force of direction of the air. The wings were moved in the upward direction so that it can break through the air and move the vehicle fast. For example, if you see about that, what looks like a your what your sports bikes are look like, they have a pointed tip, pointed structure from the front, and their tail were also pointed. So this provide them aerodynamics so that they can cut easily through the air. But in the normal bikes and normal cars, what you have seen, that they were a structure like plane structure. Okay, so that will resist them to go more higher, with higher velocity and with more high pressure. Okay.
Airfoils come in a huge range of shapes and sizes. One designed for an aircraft wing won't be optimized for a propeller blade, for example. And a wing designed to fly at supersonic speeds will have a very different profile compared to one designed to fly slower than the speed of sound. Airfoil profiles can be defined using a few different parameters. The forwardmost edge of the airfoil is called the leading edge, and the trailing edge is at the back of the airfoil. Drawing a straight line between the leading and trailing edges gives us the chord line. The angle between the chord line and the flow direction is called the angle of attack. Drawing a line which is midway between the upper and lower surfaces gives us the mean camber line. Camber describes
So students, here one term is arrived,
the
that
angle of attack.
What is angle of attack? So have you seen air flights and aircrafts? So they have a structure that is known as flappers in their wings. So what the flappers do, they will go up and down this direction like this. So from this action, they have come across the lift and drag. Okay, when the flappers were moving in the upward direction, so the flight goes down, and the flappers then goes in down direction, the flight goes up because of the wind pressure. Okay, so this is the thing. And if we come upon our presentation back, so what we have seen that okay, about this is all about the aerodynamic principle, that the how the flappers are working, the things are going on. So this is all about the aerodynamic principle and the Bernoulli's principle, on which the air flights and drones were worked upon. Now, if we move upon the second part of our drone training, that is drone hardware. till now we have learned about what are the applications of drone, what are the principles that drone follows, what are the use cases of drone, but what the drone is comprises of, what the drone is made up of, this is the main thing. So drone is made up of frame, propellers, battery, transmitter and receiver pairs, electronic speed controllers, motors and flight controllers. So initially starting, we are going about from the flight controllers because this is known as the brain of the drone. Which this flight controller basically enables all the functions that is being performed by the drone to turn right, left, to go upward, to go backward, to turn in the direction, to go forward, to go backward. All these things command is being programmed in the flight controller. Basically, it is the brain of the drone. Now, if the second thing is that it can also be prepaid. Yeah, it can also be made by using this different microcontrollers like Arduino Uno and Raspberry Pi. This is known as Arduino Uno, and this is Raspberry Pi. So using these controllers, you can also made your flight controller. Now, second thing that arises is propellers. Why we have taken the propeller as the main thing? Because all the because the lift and the drag that come across is basically based upon the size and uh, density of the pressure or the rotation time, and the area will be big, so it will be goes up in very slow. But if the size of the propeller is very small, so it will go in the air very fast. Okay, different sizes of propellers. Large drones have large propellers, small drones have small propellers, and medium drones have medium propellers. Then we came upon the thing that is the frame of the body, because all the thing that is going to be assembled is going to be assembled on the frame of the drone. Okay, like the cameras, the light, the propellers, the motors, all these things are going to be arranged on the frame of the drone. Now this is the motor that this is which is used in the drone, and this is known as the ESC or battery that is used in the drone. This is drone battery and this is drone motor. So basically the motor that we are using in this in the drone is known as BLDC motor. The full form of BLDC is brushless DC motor. It is the motor that have high speed, okay, and it can easily be controlled. So these are the motor that is used in drone. If we talk about the transmitter and receiver, so this is the main component of the drone, because we because in spite of this pair, the drone cannot be flied and cannot be able to fly, because for anything to go upon or to work upon, they need some commands, and that commands will be delivered by or done by this transmitter channel only. Because as you can see that in this transmitter there are some joysticks are used. So these joysticks are similar like the joystick that you have used in your remote control cars. Okay, in your remote control cars, when you give the using the joystick, give forward direction command, your car goes forward, and when you give command for backward, your car goes backward. You give the command for left, your car turn left, and you give the command for right, your car turn right. So in the same direction, the same way, when the transmitter gives when the transmitter gives the signal to drone to lift upward, it goes up, and it goes down. So and the communication between this is the wireless communication. Okay. Now, how the drone is controlled and what is the derivative or the thing that is used in the drone is PID control. Basically, it is proportional integral derivative. Basically, the thing is that how we can know that what kind of motors and what kind of propellers we have to use in the drone. We have don't know about this. For that, we have assigned something, that we have assigned the weight of the drone. According to the weight, we have choose the motors, and according to the motors, we have choose what? We have choose propellers. So basically, it is the thrust to weight ratio. Okay, the thrust is that force giving towards the ground, and the weight is the weight of the drone. So all the thing is comprises of the motors that forcing towards the downward pressure, and using that downward pressure, the drone lift upwards. So this is known as the PID. Now, what are the available drones that you can see in the market, and that you can see is that DJI is the most, I think that the drone that you have also heard about. DJI is the one of the most, you can say that one of the most, mm, one of the most advanced and one of the most drones in the market. Then there was second is ALT UAV drone. This drone is used for the purpose of videography and photography. Then Tucon's drone is, this drone is used for, this is the normal drone that anyone can purchase and you use for their YouTube videos or something for shooting like that. Okay, so these are the most advanced level of drones that are available in the market today. So we have across about we have learned about what the drones are made up of, and what are their applications, and what are things. So why we are learning about drones? We have learned all these things. So why we are teaching you drone is that there is just very much scope of drone in the future. Student, the thing is that in today's time period, most of the things are going advanced, and most of the things are going autonomous. Most of the things are going automatic. So what we have came across this to make the thing more easier, and to make the thing deliver more fast, or to make the thing more easy and to rest, we have developed drones, because in drones they have the capability to transfer the to, if you're going from one place to another using a bus, and if you're going one place to another using a train, so it will be take much more time. But if you're traveling from one place to another using a flight, will take time. You reach there very early. So in the same, and the things were going on using drone, using vehicles. So there will be a much more time to deliver that thing. But in future, you will see that the your Amazon parcels, your Swiggy Zomato parcels will be delivered using drones. So it will be more easier and comfortable for the companies to deliver that thing. And by knowing all these things, you all were aware about the latest technologies and latest things that were developing in the market. So this is all about that I have to share you with the drone. Now, now what I will be showing now there will be a question answer session, and you can drop your message in the chat box and raise your hands. Okay.
So hello students. So till now, a deep insight to what is drone, the application of drone was covered in this session, right? Okay, now you got to know how drone actually works. Now you can compare all these things with the real world examples. As Shivam sir told you, that there are two things, that we have the smaller propellers and we have the large propellers. These two things are there, but how do these things actually work? How do they actually happen? So to cover up this, I'll give you an example that if I talk about, we have the cars, right, and we have a tractor. So which one can carry heavy load? Can you please drop me this in the text box? If I have to carry heavy load, can I use a car or can I use a tractor? Yeah, Sanchita has shared an answer that we need a tractor to carry heavy load, right? Now, what difference did you see? If I compare a tractor with a car, now what all things are different, right? A tractor cannot move at high speed, but if I talk about a car, the car can move at high speed, right? The main difference is that the tractor had a larger wheel and it had a smaller wheel. That was the difference. One more thing to add over here, that yes, tractor is slow, whereas if I talk about a car is fast, right? These things are there. So, sorry. So why this is how that creates a difference. So you can compare these things, that why the larger propellers are required when we have to go for the option to create a drone that can lift heavy objects, right? Now, like, okay, so these all things are there, that how these things work, right? So I hope you all found this session interesting, right? And that how what actually these drones are, the applications of drone, and the drone aerodynamics principle, because that is the most important thing that we wanted you all to know, because we all know that the drones fly, with the cars are designed in such a way that they're able to cut the wind, and they are able to move smoothly and fastly, right? So every single cut that you see on a car, that is for a reason, to make it move smoothly, right, students? Right? So if anyone has any questions, you can just raise your hand. I'm just lowering all the hands, right? And then we'll just have this question answer round for a short time, right, before we conclude this session. So I request, if anyone has any questions, please raise your hand. Okay, I'll just, I request Mr. I have with Roner Soner. I'll please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, sir. Sir, as we saw when Shivam sir was sharing the screen, the different type of drones have different number of propellers. So,
Yeah.
how is the different number of propellers helping in balancing or helping in lifting heavy loads?
Okay. Now that depends like which one you want to go for. You might have heard about a quadcopter,
Yes, sir.
right? So quadcopter has four propellers, right? Similarly, if I go for hexacopter, it has got six propellers. Now, what difference is there? That if it is a small drone, right, it would more propellers would be helping in the speed of the drone, right? Whereas if it is a larger drone, the more propellers will be helping in adding up to the lifting capacity of the drone, right? So it depends that which size we are going for, and based on that we can use drone accordingly. Okay, dear. Yeah. So now next I'll ask Pragati Srivastav. Please unmute yourself. I request students to please do not do such mischief over here. Do not turn on the whiteboards, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, that sir has showed the different types of Uno. So, can you tell what is the difference between the Arduino Uno and one more Uno that sir has shown?
See, actually, what so showed you, we wanted to convey that what are the different ways out that you can create your own drone, right? Now, the main thing, like human body, what is controlling the complete human body is our brain, right? So even any, like if you talk about a robot, right? What is robot? Robot is basically, you can say, a kind of human that has got an artificial mind, right? Now, what the drone is, drone also needs certain instructions, that when which motor should turn on, what coordination has to be there, what sorry, what speed should be there of the motors. So all these things are there. Now we showed you what are the different type of controllers, with the help of which you can make a drone. One is your Arduino Uno, right? We showed you we have different kind of Arduinos available. We have Arduino Mega, we have Arduino Uno, we have Arduino Nano, right? So that is one category that we can use for, right? Similarly, we have Raspberry Pi. Then in Raspberry Pi, we have got some more added features, right? So it all depends that what kind of drone we are making, and based on that, we choose a controller and what all features it has. Okay. Just I'll take last question that is from Tanush.
Sir, as Shivam sir showed us in in the PPT, sir, how can drone helps in agriculture and medical facilities?
Okay, so he told you about a project that is Namo Drone Didi. You can even search on the Google, right? So there are very different kind of initiatives by the government, right, to promote the use of drone, how that can be used. Now let's compare this scenario with how farmers actually work, right? So if we all have seen the farmers, what they are doing is either they move around their farm, they sow the seeds, then go to the next place where they have to sow the seed, right? So like this way they move front back in a pattern to cover up the whole farm, right? Now if I want to make this automatic, what can I do? I can automate my drone to like you might have seen the flower showers done with the help of drone, right? That is one application that we're having where we are able to like make do certain shower of flower, right? A shower of colors, all these things are done, right? Now sorry. Similarly, what you can do with the help of drone, that is here is that you can put the seeds in that, and after regular intervals you can just drop one seed. So this way out, automation of seed sowing can be done. If I have to irrigate my farm, I can drop the water at regular intervals, so this would make my irrigation possible, right? I can do fertilizing like that, that is spraying the chemicals onto my farm, right? So this way we can use the drone in the agricultural field, where we can use it for sowing the seeds, for irrigation, for fertilizing, and many other things, right? So this is the application that we have in drone, right? So yes, students, so thank you everyone for your time, right? And we think that you found this really insightful, where we covered some basic principles of the drone, the application part of it, and how drones can be used in the fruitful way, and what all scope is there, right? So yes, so once again, thank you everyone, and you all were good audience, but yes, some of you were really mischievous that you are not stopping the screen share, you are just onto sharing your screens and turning on the whiteboard, right? So we'll keep having this kind of webinars in future to give you insights about these important topics that would add to your knowledge and make you real next level innovators that come up and bring up new solutions into this generation. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Bye bye. Take care.